So a few months back, I was living alone in this little studio apartment on the second floor of a complex that was way too quiet. One night in July, I went to the window to check if anyone was lighting off fireworks. Fireworks are illegal in my town, so when they go off, you know it. I was just leaning against the sill, looking down at the parking lot, when I noticed a gray sedan parked in one of the reserved spots. The car was facing my building, and the streetlight above it kept flickering like it was about to die. The weirdest part? The car had no license plates, none on the back, none on the front. Just a gray car sitting there in the dark. I figured maybe someone was just visiting a friend, you know? But then I looked closer and saw a guy standing behind the car, near the trunk. He was just standing there, hands in his pockets, not looking at his phone, not doing anything, just standing. I moved back from the window a little, but I kept watching. After a minute, he looked up, not around, not in any direction. He looked right at my window. I jumped back so fast I knocked over a cup on my desk. When I peeked again, he was still looking. I could feel it, even from 2 floors up. He knew still looking. He thanked his man was watching him. I tried to tell myself it was nothing. Maybe he thought I was a security camera, or maybe he just glanced up. But the car kept coming back. 3 nights in a row, same spot, same gray sedan, no plates. I started watching from behind my curtain, barely breathing each time. And every single night, the guy would get out, walk to the trunk, open it, and just stand there, sometimes for 5 minutes. Sometimes for almost an hour. One night, a couple walked past on the way to their apartment, and the second they were in sight, he slammed the trunk shut and leaned against the car like he was waiting for someone casual. The second they passed, he opened it again, like he was hiding something from people in the complex, like he was waiting for me to come down. Then the car started following me. I noticed it on a Thursday. I was walking home from the bus stop, and the same gray sedan rolled past me, slow as a funeral procession, like 5 miles an hour. I turned a corner, and there it was again, parked at the next intersection. I crossed the street, and it pulled forward and parked on my side. I picked up my pace, and so did the car, inching along beside me. I could see the windows were so tinted you couldn't see inside at all, just black glass. I told myself I was being paranoid. I was almost home anyway, but when I looked back, the car had stopped, and the man was standing on the sidewalk behind me, just watching me walk away. He didn't say a word. He just stood there with his hands in his pockets. I started taking different routes. I stopped going out after dark. But one evening, I had to run to the corner store for milk, and as I was coming out of the shop, the gray sedan was parked right across the street. The engine was off, but the headlights were on, pointed straight at me. Then the passenger door opened. The same guy stepped out and just leaned against the hood, arms crossed over his chest, staring at me from across the road. I ran. I dropped the milk, and I just ran. I cut through back alleys until I got to my building, and I sprinted up the stairs. When I looked out my window, the car was parked right under my streetlight, just sitting there, not moving, for almost 20 minutes before it finally drove away. I never figured out who he was or what he wanted. I called the cops once, but they said without a license plate, they couldn't do much. They told me to be careful and call back if I saw him again. I started sleeping with my curtains shut tight. I changed the route I took to work. I asked a friend to walk with me when I had to go out at night. I never saw the gray sedan again after that night under the streetlight. But sometimes, when I'm walking home and the air goes quiet and I hear a car engine slow down behind me, my whole body goes cold. I don't look back anymore. I just walk faster. I don't know what he wanted from me, and I think that's the part that haunts me the most, not knowing.